So it's away we go then. And the keeper's got it again. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
João Cancelo.
Hello and welcome one and all, the atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening, the skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And the mood is boisterous, it is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. We have already started here. Nkunku, he's got away. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, nicely intercepted. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
Ljungberg. Out to the right. David Villa. And that has been cut short. It is early, but the game hasn't yet sparked into life. Davis.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
He has found the way through. Pass is just off target. Shifted upfield. Oh, played through for the wide man. Showing good feet. Big chance! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Thuram. Pedri. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And he's making progress on the ball. Some good work on the right flank here. Kimmich. Ljungberg. Oh, good-looking ball. Knocks it out wide. And he's managed to get free. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mbappe. That is lovely. He's there and gets it away. David Villa.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Nicely weighted ball. David Villa was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Mbappe! Pedri. And here's Messi. Ljungberg.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Can he get it through? Ljungberg. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's got the shot away! Oh, Red, nice interception. David Villa charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bayer can pick that up. Nkunku. And here's Haaland. He's found Haaland! Nkunku. It's gone out for a throw-in. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Messi. João Neves. Here's Ljungberg. And here's Mbappe. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he was quick to react. And we hit half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
And the action is back underway.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
David Villa! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Quality ball. Now it's Messi. Well timed, excellent interception. Nkunku, Mbappe.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Played out to the left flank. And here's the chance to counter. Nkunku. Pedri. That is a great pick out. Pedri. Ljungberg. Ljungberg. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Maldini
Did well to emerge with the ball.
That's a contest to keep an eye on. Passing is crisp and sharp. David Villa. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And we have our very first corner. Keeper's dealt with that. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Cancelo. And that's gone loose. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, what a pass!
That's good defending, very good defending.
Este jogo teve uma assistência de 71.649 espectadores.
No, that was never going to make it. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nkunku. He's found a way through. Chance! And he's quick to get it clear again. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him.
Corner number 2 then.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11.
That's it!
Número 6.
Harmlessly behind. Foden. David Villa. Portugal have got it back and they'll have another go. David Villa. Spread out to the left. Foden. Foden!
No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Pedri. Well, that is one way to stop him.
Portugal merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 8. Número 18. Messi.
Oh no, what has happened here? And he's...
Mbappé!
Mbappe!
Número 17.
And he comes up trumps again.
Oh, that's a stunning save. I mean, his reflexes were incredible then. That's as good a save as you'll see.
Sane plays it short. Foden. Kimmich. David Villa! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away.
Substituição para Portugal.
Portugal have their second corner now.
Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar
Sane
o
goes short.
Número 9.
That's tidy. And now they can spring out of defence. Messi looks to get on the end of this. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Has a look and plays it forward. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Thuram wins the duel this time.
Foram indicados 4
That looks a
minutos.
cracking ball. Kimmich. Good running, strong and purposeful. Time added on 4 minutes. And he's intervened well there. Sane. Kimmich. Thuram spots it and intercepts. Oh, not quite. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, the scoreline may have a disappointing look about it, Peter, but that's where it ends. I think this game has had a real lively feel, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time.
Caros espectadores, por favor, prestem atenção ao ecrã gigante, pois vamos mostrar uma intervenção especial dos nossos artistas convidados para hoje. Substituição para Portugal. Número 7.
90 minutes gone and nothing between them still.
Número 22.
He can run onto that.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Oh, such a clever touch. That's a decent clearance. Neymar. Can he put it away? Now, who's going to be first to this?
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
And here's Haaland. Now it's Torres. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Vermeer. Back into the middle. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And no surprise, that's a booking. João Cancelo is looking to influence the game from out wide. And Torres!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's a key interception. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now that's well seen too. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, great! And the shot! Oh, what about that? And that might well be that!
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have the first goal. Half-time, extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama?
Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout.
Bastoni. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, given away. They're urging him to shoot. He's had a hit! No mistake! 2 up now, and they are cruising. Terrible error, duly punished. Portugal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And the pass is intercepted. Oh, easy pickings there.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, and he's through the middle. Modric. Davis can get it clear. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Oh, what a dampener that was, just when we were hoping he'd turn up the heat.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Kimmich.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kimmich. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Portugal are walking off satisfied with their day's work. A result no less warranted, no less deserving of their efforts. A job done in a highly professional manner. Messi voted man of the match and deservedly. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, the idea was right, the delivery wasn't. They can revisit that further on.
Back into the middle. Haaland! And he's done it!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. David Villa. Mbappe, over to the left. Nkunku is in a really good position out wide. Mbappe. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Oh, good ball!
No foul, says the referee.
Oh, that's delightful. Now this could be a chance.
And Messi sticks it away. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Nkunku! A real chance and a real let-off.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Cleared without complication.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ljungberg. No, he is not giving anything away. David Villa. Thuram. Haaland. Nkunku. Nkunku will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. João Cancelo, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Short changes him with that pass. Davis. That's good running with the ball. Nicely spread. Played back in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's having a go! Oh, screamer! A finish right from the top draw! And they get themselves in front!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Marcou para Portugal. Aos 31
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Nkunku, challenged just a bit on the firm side. Mbappe. Kimmich gets across to intercept that. Now it's Haaland. David Villa in acres of space out wide. Now it's Pedri. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Pedri. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Out to the left it goes. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. It's a really well-measured ball. Davis. Just 5 minutes left until the break.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Well, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
So, a genuine chance. Nkunku! Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that should get the job done. Kimmich. Now the finish! And he scores! Looks offside, I think. Yep, the flag is up.
Yeah, the assistant called it correctly. There's some disagreement, as usual, but they've got it right.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. We are into overtime. Davis makes the interception. Pedri. David Villa. Here's Ljungberg. Messi. He's free, he has got space. That's a good ball out wide. And the first half is done. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, we've had plenty to go at in that first half, Peter, and it's a fragile lead that could quite easily change hands in the second. If you like your football unpredictable, I think you're at the right match.
Portugal come in at half-time, largely satisfied with where they are. After a half which has certainly had its moments, has been lit up with some flair from time to time. The scoreline in their favour at the break, 2-1. So off we go once more. That has ended up in no man's land. Kimmich. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. No, that's been intercepted. Maldini with the clearance. João Neves. Pedri. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Nkunku. Haaland. David Villa. João Neves kept aware. And it is reclaimed easily.
Mbappe, big header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
Well, plenty of moving targets to pick out in the box. Obviously increases your chances of the ball being met like that by someone.
Haaland looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Pedri. It's Kimmich. Pedri.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Portugal looking to pass their way through.
Este jogo teve uma assistência de
60 minutes played. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
Bastoni. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Davis is offering some sort of an apology there.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Messi.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Portugal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
João Neves made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. He's in plenty of space here. He's found a way through. And the keeper's in command. Mbappe. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. David Villa. He has found a way through. Climbs up big! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Portugal have their second corner now. He gets big! In for the pieces! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 87.
So, third corner of the game.
Número 14.
And he's there to clear it. Portugal can try it again now. So their fourth corner of the game. Well, the clearance is short. Nkunku. Haaland. Some really good ball movement. Nkunku! And that would have won it.
And Nkunku really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Mbappe. Mendes has it in a wide position. And he's there to retrieve it. David Villa! It's a loose ball. So close to drawing level.
Well, the lead may be fragile, but the keeper was focused and strong.
Messi with the short one. Ljungberg! Cleared without hesitation. And here's Messi. David Villa. He's dealt with that really well.
Portugal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And once more he proves rigid and robust.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 15. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com
Into the last 5 minutes. Mendes cuts out the pass. And it's Messi. Great ball if he can get there. Ljungberg.
Portugal have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Very much into the last knockings. David Villa.
Vamos ter 3
Foden.
minutos de compensação.
Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And he's found a way past. Mbappe. Oh no, what has happened here? Foden. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Back into the middle. Pedri running with the ball. Neymar. And it's Messi. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Freddie Ljungberg has to be one of the most versatile wingers we've ever seen, Peter. Whatever his role, he finds a route into the opposition's box, and he's an incessant worker.
He must then be remarkably fit.
That's really true. He's a specialist in making that elusive out-to-in run, which is so effective.
Pedri did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, that's fabulous.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Nkunku. Now it's Mbappe. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Nkunku has it out wide and in space. Pedri. And here's Mbappe. And that is a little undercooked. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. David Villa. Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Thuram.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Maldini. The muscular approach does pay off here. Now it's Messi. Nice defending, physical and effective. Haaland. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Look at the space here. Davis. Mbappe. Van Dijk. Nkunku. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Davis kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. And here comes the corner. Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Mbappe getting this one clear. Portugal have their second corner now. Stones tries to clear, and the shot! Portugal have their third corner. And that should get the job done. And now they can spring out of defence. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Nkunku, and the pass is intercepted. David Villa, Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. Nkunku. And it's Davis. David Villa. Oh, look at the... Has a go! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Portugal certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
And he was quick to react. João Neves. Stones. So what can they make of this? David Villa. Well, I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. And he's heaved it away. Portugal have got it back, and they'll have another go. Gets a good foot in there. Goes down, but nothing given. Oh, perfectly measured that. He's away. There's the hit! Goal! Portugal! And Portugal score first.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Portugal have taken the lead.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Portugal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Kimmich cuts it out. Mbappe. David Villa. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Neymar hurtling down that right flank. Oh, it's come loose. Kimmich. And there's the end of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Yes, they're behind, but it's a reversible situation. As long as better defensive focus can avoid a second goal on the counter, they know they have the wherewithal to come up with what they need.
Portugal leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. So off we go once more. Portugal carrying a one-goal lead. Pedri. Nkunku. Now it's Haaland. Mbappe.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That is ended up in no man's land. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Nkunku. Mbappe. Now the finish! It's in! Two to the good! They have breathing space!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Pedri. Quality ball. Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Portugal have a free kick.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And he's managed to get free. And he's managed to get rid. And here's Mbappe.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Kimmich. Kimmich was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. David Villa! And that has fair fizzed.
Villa just couldn't steer it on target. Everything else was up there.
Mbappe, David Villa, and no, that was never going to make it. Pedri. Kimmich. And here's Mbappe.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
He's shifting through the... And a header! And more, and more, and more! And they are pulling clear here. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. A case now of complete control. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Modric. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Shapes to... off the bar! And that has been knocked clear. So their fourth corner of the game. He's in, surely! Portugal are looking to go forward now.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter their approach and start shifting this ball out wide.
It's Modric! Wonderful save by Vitor Baia. And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, we were anticipating this. They're very much set up for the counter-attack, and I don't see it changing anytime soon.
Cleared without hesitation. Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Modric! And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Messi. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well timed, excellent interception. Portugal are almost home and dry now. And Sané! Great strike, a test for the keeper.
Portugal just served up a reminder of how good they can be on the break. Their method is clear.
Fabian Ruiz, he's got away. Shot a goal! Goal! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Portugal are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. João Neves. No, it's not getting there. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now it's Modric. Oh, some tackle that. 4 extra minutes added on.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Fabian Ruiz. Modric has got himself a free kick. Messi. No way through there. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's looking at the ref. And that will be it. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas. The result, a very... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world.
And already we're underway here.
Oh no, what has happened here?
He's got away. Big chance! Torres! He's scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Portugal finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Stones gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Pedri. That's good running with the ball. And it's Fernando Torres. Oh, and he's through the middle. Maldini. Kimmich promptly onto that, and that is that. João Neves. Now that's well seen too. Maldini. Thuram. Forwards and with intent. Looking for the runner. And it's Davis. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Looking to widen the gap even further here.
Torres! Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
First quarter of an hour gone. Davis charging forward down that flank. And that's really well manoeuvred. Played into space out wide. Danger averted for now. Quality ball. David Villa. And the pass is intercepted. Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Sunset.
Portugal really can't...
Decent hit! And another try! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Now it's Haaland.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Fernando Torres. Nkunku. Up for a header!
He will be livid with himself.
Couldn't squeeze it through. Fernando Torres. Pedri. Now Davis. Davis. Davis delivers. It's a mighty effort! He's done well to get his head on that, but couldn't score.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
And it's Neymar. Davis. David Villa. Davis. Pedri. And a shot!
Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Pedri just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
David Villa. That's a little off target. Kimmich. He's having a go!
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Pedri. Oh, played right into his path. Vlahovic. Oh, shooting chance! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de
Pedri.
compensação.
Well read, nice interception. João Neves. Sunset. And the first 45 minutes are up. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each.
How would you review the first half?
That was a fantastic 45 minutes of football. I'm really hopeful of more of the same in this second half.
So, both teams heading off for the break. An interesting game has brewed up here, hoping perhaps for a little bit more from both parties in the second half, but the score at half-time is 1-1.
There's the whistle then to start the second half.
So, both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Pedri. Maldini. Vlahovic. For Nkunku. Now it's Pedri. Pedri. Sunset. Now it's Torres. And he can clear it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And he's surging through. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. And here's Sunset. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Pedri, looking for options for movement. Now it's Haaland. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
This might spell danger. Pressure stays on, it is a corner.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And now a sudden chance to counter. Thuram has given away a free kick.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 17. Sai e vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 11.
And that has left him in a heap.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Played back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Foden.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Shot could be on.
And he was alert to it.
Haaland under intense pressure.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Pedri.
Thuram.
Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Bayer
Has that under control.
João Neves. It's a good run down the right. Foden is in a really good position out wide. Vlahovic. Some front-footed pressing going on here. João Neves. João Neves running with the ball. They're back in possession and ready to go again. And here's Torres. Nkunku. Stones. Gives it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
Driving on and making good progress. Can he get it through? Oh, no joy this time. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Haaland. And it's Neymar.
Portugal showing a good level of intensity at this stage. They're calling on all their resources now.
And he's intervened well there. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Ah, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
He could be in here. Foden showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Foden. And it's Fernando Torres, and he stands tall, impenetrable.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 22, Fernando Torres. Número 13, número 15. Vão dar os seus lugares a
Pedri.
número 10, número 25.
He rises! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Stones gets across to intercept that. João Neves. Kimmich. Koulibaly. Now it's Haaland. Foden. Olise. Pedri. Pedri! And he has kicked it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Número 7.
All hands on deck for this one.
And it's been taken short. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's missed, but not by that far. Desperate defending required here. Kimmich with the short one. Has a go! Big relief, it just needed better contact. Thuram. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And it's Maldini. Portugal go in search of a late winner.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
The referee has given a corner.
Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
Olise clears. And here's Neymar. Neymar gets flagged offside. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So a brief breather and then extra time.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Stern test this for the endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
Fermin.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Fermin kept his eye on it, and he's there.
Modric. For João Cancelo.
And he's had it nicked away.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
And he's certainly on...
And the shot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Portugal get themselves into the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vlahovic. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Oh, that's a very hit one! And it's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Haaland! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Haaland demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Portugal take the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Vlahovic. Oh, that pass isn't the best.
We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama?
Well, we are already up and running again.
This has been enthralling. So what do the last 15 minutes have left?
Vlahovic strokes it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Foden. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Portugal disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency.
And he's on his way. And Messi! And that would have been game, set and match.
Messi really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Ah, that's a fine interception. Oh, there's a probing ball. Chance here to counter. That is good alertness. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Face to face. And the finish! They've scored! And this is getting better and better.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Pedri! Great strike, a test for the keeper. Foden! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, one sloppy lapse like that can do a lot of damage, and it was triggered by the closing down.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Now it's Pedri. He's beaten the lot and he's had a hit. Now, oh, what has happened here? He steps in, and that's the end of that. And that is as far as it goes. Portugal have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to find that little extra when they needed it. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deserves... Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Had a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Oh no, this does not look good.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bastoni spots it and intercepts. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. João Neves. Oh, well played. Yep, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Kimmich with the short one. Chance! It's run loose. Who's this time? Surely! Thuram with the clearance. Davis. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Portugal would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Pinches it off him. Portugal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
João Neves. Fernando Torres. Nkunku. Aim forwards. That is ended up in no man's land.
Vlahovic, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
He's going for goal! Davis gets it away. Van Dijk wins the duel this time. Pedri! What a hit! What a hit! A rocket and some! A finish of true class!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 1.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Portugal have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now.
He's got a side of goal! No, not quite.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Stood up well to him there. Oh, he's been caught. Shot at goal! It's in! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Thuram. And it's Neymar. Half-time coming up. And he's let fly! Oh, that is very close.
Kimmich brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
And again, they run up against stubborn defending.
Portugal couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Pedri. It's Kimmich.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Kimmich. And here's Vlahovic!
Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's gone out for a throw-in.
Pedri. Kimmich. Nkunku.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Neymar, he's picked his way through. Cleared away. Fernando Torres.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
David Villa.
And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Portugal are 2 up and everything is shaping nicely. The only criticism, it could have been 3.
Portugal sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And we're off again.
Maldini. And it's Maldini. Nkunku. He's looking wide. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Out for a throw.
Sunset.
And they win it back again.
Yeah, that's top defending in preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Now it's Pedri. And it's Thuram. Pedri does well to get it back. Portugal can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
And that is expertly dealt with.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now it's Haaland.
Oh, that's fabulous.
Oh, great feat, that.
Haaland couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
It's admirable, but ultimately he didn't know when to look for support.
David Villa. And he's had a hit!
Missed by a fraction.
Portugal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Sunset. Pedri. David Villa. Steaming on.
Now the finish!
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Nkunku. João Neves calmly anticipates. Sunset! Sunset! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Número 22, Fernando Torres. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11,
Kimmich.
número 10.
Pedri. Well, nicely intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Davis is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
And here's Vlahovic. João Neves. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Vlahovic.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Davis. Foden. It's Pedri. Pedri. And they can counter here. Bastoni gets over and intercepts. Pass just lacking in accuracy. Nkunku. Oh, easy pickings there. And here's Vlahovic. Chance to shoot now. Haaland! Oh, it's come loose.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 14, número 15. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 9.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Just 5 minutes left. Couldn't squeeze it through. João Neves. And here's Foden. Oh, this looks sharp. Haaland. Portugal do have a chance to counter here. Maldini. Nicely aimed pass.
Neymar really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run.
Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. 2 minutes to be added on. And that's that. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality, absolute togetherness, and the job is done.
it.